Today, now the 25th day of March, 2023. It's Saturday. We all sabi say on Saturday, everything goes. Election they come. The politicians them, they sabi with problem. Every election, now the same thing no more than they can promise we. Light, water, road, nyam nyam for the belly business, and good health care. They no say that one they know they. Every time they come, now that same one day, then go they can give you. Say waiting. We go give you a light. We go make water come. We go give you a clean drinking water. We go give you a this. We go give you a that. I know say this time. Now the same thing back then go come for can talk. We know they tire. We know they tire. For me, then they tell we the same thing over and over again. They know they do nothing, but they use for campaign. Now the reason that they make them no one fix them, because maybe if they fix them, they no go can't tell we the same thing them back. Lights, water, the basic. The basic. Election 10 don't come. And then they back go kayeri. Then get all out for give you 24-hour lights. Then get all out for make water flow. Yes. Good hospital, good road. How for make the economy better. Then get all. What did JJ Safano tell we the last time about bread and butter? Mami am in cookery. What did he tell we the last thing? I was on the phone with somebody. People let me they arguing at the background. The one the way they argue, hey, Papa God. You can tell, say, na two opposite side. The one person say, we money don't poil. We money don't poil. We money don't poil la salon. The money no get value again. And the other person say, we money don't get weight. He say, now money be safe. You don't know. You don't know. Now the other person say, but look, Guinea money don't pass we. Now I say, no. How Guinea money go pass we? He say, right now money go pass Guinea. Hey, Papa God. He say, money, we change $100. Guinea money is small. We will money iboku. Yes. So I begin to think, say, okay, even though the way I don't understand, they don't know say, we say we change $100, we money boku. Now because we money no get value. Yes. Now I make you the feel say iboku. But to the layman, you hear, he say, money, it don't get weight. Say the money don't get weight. Money get weight. Oui. I begin to tell the person how they talk to, see, I big. Tell you understand. That money we say beaucoup, and because the money, it don't loss her. The money loss her. Naimik. As at right now, if you get projects where they go on as alone, if you don't do similar project like that one day, or you don't taper the project, you see how time evolve. You see how building material and just skyrocket like that. It go more than you. This is what? 2023? 2018? Yes, 2018. I buy land. Nah, I also highlight what I know you. 2,500. 2.5 million for town. 2.5 million for town. And say, oh, tell you, brah, if you want, I sell you Amos 18 million last buy no buy. Yes. Not of us say anything happen there. No, but they don't put on, they don't count on Facebook. There you go. I see them, they put on Facebook. So I think say they put on Facebook. I don't know if now that's why now go put price yonder. Because I saw be they buy the 2.5. Buy 3 million for town. Now, 18. Now they charge 25 million. Who say like them? No, they who say good self no they. Where they able to say, okay, maybe 19 bogulu. Or 2000 and Google because 19 don't pass. 2000 and Google. Sometimes I didn't remember say they want to make that road today. Wait, I say, all things they're expensive. All things they're expensive. You know? I dey talk to person wey go shopping for first month. They don't the market man there. Hey, no get price control and free market to get. All man don't put the price up. The same people in back they say then they fast. And then they put them price up. Pa what are they? Pa we back. And then they give you half cup. And they do all what they want for do. And then get away with it. So they say just down Solomon, you for change your attitude. Me this trip, let politician not can tell me about change you. Because even with the salon day. Okay, you go say change. I like you change the entire big one them. If the one they will come, they're not ready for enforce. They're not ready for enforce the laws in the book. Not for pick and choose. Not to pick and choose. What you say? Yeah, they're not for sell ya. They're not for sell the period. Period, they're not for sell the. Abacha street and say them, and you see them, hey, they don't put them in Abacha street, they don't break the table. The Christmas why I do, the Christmas video, you not be see them on the street they sell. Then they don't come back to the streets. Then they tell say salon. Now make that first day when can team bet you. Because if you see bet you, now you knock the left back. Now you the left back. If he bets you no more. Yeah? But we know for make we able uphold something we will pass. Look lumley. The roundabout today they don't pull her. From where they pull her, I don't know what I want to do. Yes, the roundabout the crowd don't come back. They don't come back. Now two-way street too. The people for adhere, right? Yes, that's true. They're not great adhere, but now you make no to Banana Republic with it. We get law enforcement, we get laws them. Where they don't say una no sell ya, una no sell ya. You say, well, who say expect the people them for go sell? They don't get no side for go. That's why we go. The people who they sell them, but Coopers the one who they buy. The one who they sell. Then Boku pass the one who they buy. Everybody want to do trading. When I now who back now they talk for the back. Now they talk for the back. I was talking to somebody the other day. I say, Sierra Leoneans, I don't know. We not get that entrepreneur spirit. Eh? We not get them. I want to kick about say, it's saying down they talk and say, it's a low problem. 90% are the people, 5% are government, the other 5%, well, I got 9 shall be the one day now. Tell you say people are still in the roundabout, even though roundabout not they can do, but they still they congregate the. Ferry Junction back there, don't go back yonder. Eh? Like everybody want to do that business no more. Eh? We check some man. 3 that means 4 that means. Yes. You go take 1 dozen half back. All my one sell. All my one sell. Eh? I know they behind somebody in hustle. I know they try for disrespect anybody in hustle. But we can come with something different, no? Eh? Musa Suma say now because the people are not get job now I make. So now I make everybody for sale. Eh? You in an area. Somebody begin sell a check. Give them 1 week. That same area day, other person back they go begin sell a check. Eh? Why you not think say, well, let me make the ginger beer, we go this a check. Let I begin sell Kool-Aid, we go there check. Eh? But we all now the same thing no more. Then they say, oh, I they buy for go and left. I go buy provision them. Let go and left farm. Why you see the other person back? Broop, you go and left. Eh? Usmani say if job they are available, a lot of people and they talk about the diversity now. Diversity. He say, oh, Musu they go. He say, Musu na abacha ide. So until you see don't no more, well, na for join Musu na abacha. If everybody they sell, who go buy? Eh? You understand the diversity why they try for come with not to so? Eh? Even at the road them. Even at the road them, who they go to the provinces. All man they can put coal. Me the other day, I they laugh over, but it not be funny. I they go to person we want for. If you don't say, who don't pass. Now they tell me say, eh? Now they tell me say, but we don't pass. I say, but you see don't know. So say me go for go turn, then they put coal in the. Me the fence side for turn. Yeah, by the time they see me they slow down. Because then be the inside small. If you see them speed for one car, pass 6 people. Eh? The only one come. I just slow down. I say not to call I want to. I say not to call I want. Now I turn. I say not turn me the turn no more. I about to say things say creativity. Then a big problem. I think that's where I'm going towards. Now that's side that they go. Because this is the thing. Eh? Think outside the box. Think outside the box. If me sell the half back, you sell the t-shirt. If You they sell the t-shirt, let the other one sell the trousers. But 3 people and go to waka. They all 3 na the same market then they sell. They all 3 they waka. Now the same market then they sell. Nobody know the thing say, okay, no, now we 3 na best friend them. We 3 na best friend them. You sell the t-shirt, me sell the cap, you sell the trousers, you sell the slippers. But now the same shop then they go buy, the same thing, they all 3 they waka. Not so the which can begin back. Where you think say, oh, this time they sell past me. Sometimes you say because you get big tumbapa. You get big girls past me. So sometimes I make demand and they buy to them. But there are ways who they complement each other, who they sell. There are ways. We need for find a way. Yes, I know can sell the same pepper where they sell and the same pepper I can put back near you. You get the big one, let me count the small one. You get the small one, well let me count the medium one. But na market, let all man go do yun. Let all man go do yun. Now so, and working all day. Yes, not true. Working all day. Yes, so they try for create job for yourself. Now make you go na den junction, then all man now want do by riding. I say me your area, the one who can help for crop the compound. They know they again no. Because they all now na bike riding and they pay. Yeah? Musa he say, well, it depends on the capital where you get. Okay. You be look that video where I do Lagondama at the bridge. At the bridge. 4 pickiness, most of pickiness in the waka. They all get different markets. Different markets. Off camera, I be telling say, I say let them stay like that. I say, tell him mama let no make this so this they make you. I soon for the go and sell no more. Even though it's not right, but what I mean, with waiting then they sell. But I feel to say creativity. Creativity na a problem. Because you just feel to say if Yabum they sell this, now me say for begin sell. If D they sell this, now me say for begin sell. I think say we need for wake up. Say Leonians. We really need for wake up. Nobody no sell, nobody no sell. I believe say you understand who side they come out from. You understand who side they come out from, not so? Idrissa say, he said they want to for return our office. Then still let they work every year. With they graduate people them. Where they come. But oh yeah. Abba say sabi somebody where they sell Abacha over 1 year ago. He say in the capital of his business less than 200,000. Abdullah look say so problem. All of them want to do the same business or the same trade. That's exactly where I'm coming from. Usmani say the markets are by area, But market na beef, salad god, na salad and produce. And so market, then did it, more like they say, by Kamara, it says sometimes at the purchasing power of the public na shrink. So most of the public, they buy the same thing every day. Saying about survival. Kai Gauja say, it's not true creativity, no day. Alright. This is not just a quick awakening call. Because some of we within here, I know why I call this talk now. Some of we within here, now we give them business money then the. Some of we now we give business money. I say me in soul rest in peace. Me mama don't give us in business money. What he go do? Respect. You know sell one month safe. Business money. Respect. You say nah. How can you get $500? And this time when na tetemo when I be strong money, you say na respect. Now you go sell. The business last? No, it not last. Not last today, not last tomorrow. How many people you don't help with business money? We knock out story back. We say, hey, that pikin be sick. Now I learn to, well, the mommy be sick. Now that be the take. Pa the money now be the take. Oh, me self been sick. Now pa the money I be the take. Eh? Seriously. Tell me who that you don't help with business. Now yeah. Where you see them. Who go count by handle. They can't boku na yaso. Where you see them, you yourself proud of yourself, say, wow. Now me help and so look, it don't set up in business and the business they flourish, the business they do very well right now. Eh? Tell me ba. Who do you don't help with business? Now then kikamo, then get all the idea for do the business. If they don't explain to you, don't give them that business money. Okay. Wait again. Come back to me. Benjamin Yassi say land surveyor. Eh? Me? Somebody come to me say you want to do business. I say okay. What you get? A very close person to me. So I get this thing. I say okay. The business money actually, I hope say nay listen. Na again. But I don't make you no say again. I say what you get, tell me what you get. I say okay. You dey sell am, me say yes. I say I dey buy am. I don't pay for am. I don't tell am say carry an house to me. I don't get the money. Yeah. Thing they house to me, yeah? I dey give am 3 months to 6 months. I go dey ask how the business they go. I dey ask how the business they go. If the business flourish, it's good. I dey give am. I tell and say, yeah. If the business not flourish, I am not giving it back. And I dey tell and say, that money na be for you. But since you don't spoil am, since you don't spoil am, people wey dey close to me dem sabi me. And sabi me. You go think say, oh no, if you bang gang one thing no more. How many times we don't give business money when they go nothing? I tell you, say, if they explain to you how they go do it. First of all, the business way can tell me. Yeah? When the money don't come out, the business don't change. Eh? Where the money can, the business change. I say, but you be say, you dey go buy 100 bag coal. Now I say yes, that's so. Now so I buy 100 bag coal. I dey buy in a village, but then tell me say back, how much you buy? Now so you dey pay for a back can at home. So before that, I don't change to this thing. The money don't reach now, business don't change. So myself, I just cross leg now, they watch last how this business they go. Eh? Come on. Hey, Salon. I did tell you. We get to work. We get to work. I know say things are hard, times are hard. If you camp on politics, you look at the don't come under. But what's in the future for Sierra Leone? You ever see them and think, say, what's the future? Or you just feel, but at the end of the day, let them try it. Eh? You know answer about the business way he dey enter fight. Okay. Let them try the notice so. You get some nice naya. Whatever they want for do, let them just try it. Yes. Some of whom mama no dey, papa no dey, our extended family no man help no more, they help them. Anything they want to let them try it. Sierra Leone is home. Sierra Leone is home. And when can tell you there is no place like home? Eh? I get a friend where I encourage for you turn back home from Kuwait. I don't love they say. He said the small money where I help him with, it turn and small now it get shop of your own. I was impressed. Kudos. Those are the kind of stories we want for you. Yes, to that you friend I don't love. Now you clap for so. Eh? Seriously. Somebody where you give small and able for remember say quit be hard though. But we say able make am so small. Let this one just able for sustain me. Eh? Sometimes say people and think say business now just forget money. Business not to just for money. You need to forget idea of the business. If you not get the idea of business, even if you get the whole money, you know go any side with them. Where you get the idea and the amount, any amount, you can develop them within short possible time. Yes, Bangwa say all man they do business in salon because there are no stable jobs for sustain the people them. Not everyone is built to run a business. I want to kick about this say what to people honesty back now big problem in salon. Most people are not honest. Even when you try for help them, they're not honest. Swissman, they say righteousness are the best policy in their life. And when you're righteous, you go succeed in any business. You say, let's take an example for some of the businessmen and women in the country. You go see them every day, they increase price on things. No matter how some people go credit now some shop then, they not go ever pay. Instead, they go prefer for run away. Eh? If they get for pay for the goods then. Benjamin say, he say politicians are not corrupt, they just mismanage the country. But the individual them, he say na them. Benjamin say, politicians are not corrupt, now mismanage them, they mismanage. He say the people them, and then corrupt. Mismanagement and corruption. And tiens. But seriously though, the next time person come to you for business, some of we can just gains. Let's say, hey, let go for them by himself. Let go get the money. Let go no more. You do not say through this business, you don't go no side. But you defend something for all against her. Eh? No, so. But Kupa we. We do not say this. You know they gonna say you. But let go fall by weight. So I like the mommy can't talk and say, hey, happy brother. I say, mommy, I must not be done here. Because you know say they go fall. You know the chapter na that you want close. Now the chapter you want close. Eh? And the chapter you want close, now maybe you get that money there. Why you go get money, you hope back for no maker. If you make her, well, better for her. If you no make her now, well, like that. But me no say they come to me again. I mean, the mommy and the pan and then can go past too. Your brother, I try. Me I be the same now. I show you the way call money for go do the business. But you know this country now, this country, imona. It's on turn, but do ya na for help your brother? Do ya na for help your sister? That's me help. No, I be don't try me on. That middle manpower. I think the government get for strategize way for make it be sustainable. The middle manpower in a salon, it's non-existent. It's dead. Now ghost. Now dead man working. Eh? Now dead man working. That middle manpower. And then one day, now go able sustain Sierra Leone, go able help Sierra Leone management. Eh? You go able help even with economy. That middle manpower way, you know nothing. Because the middle manpower themselves, they able rent. Eh? When one of the most expensive thing in Africa. How they no ever can beg you for rent yet? Eh? I get one me family. They listen here. They listen here. So sometimes they listen right now. But it is what it is. I will still get for talk. Sometimes I go able understand now. You get musical sets. Fine. Not to me buying set for her. Every weekend, he book Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Every weekend is booked. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you get play. Every weekend. But still the money, me say let me buy generator for her. I don't left talk till I understand see. Or something, you go here now. Every weekend you book. You for come meet me see. I don't save up to this. Eh? I don't save up to this. Now this left for buy the generator. That thing I know say you don't play your own part. But Sisi Deepa E now he dey boost back. Me then they hire me. But they chase me back me na me for buy generator for you. Eh? No. Come to me, tell me say generator na my problem right now. But at this I don't able get that. So me, I go top up. Me, how they do me business now they tell you so. I so keep lady. Me, I go top up for you. At least I know say That generator then you money did. Because you money did, you go all and fine. You go all and fine. A lot of we people them why make that because they you know the inside the. They you. You allow do business, how much you get? Now this you get, okay. Well, they do matching. A matching loan. Just work I yeah, you get generator for sale. Okay. Wait, my family they can't see you comment and you they can go meet now. But seriously no, that middle manpower, we have to work on it as a nation. Watch right now outside they see politics. The middle manpower, now then they run the. Now then they run. Up and down. See no they for do. They want them a breadwinner then so. They should be providers. Sisman Senge, one of his sister last month. The last money we destroy, na so-called business he claim for do 25 million. He say in shock for make person destroy 25 million. He say some people them na weapon of mass destruction. And some family then. I like you get any kind of money, they know the progress. You don't know why. Because the mommy and the party for talk for them. That's why. Because the mommy and the party for talk. Then get people who they talk for them. Where they know say where you vex. And now they want they need and they go through. And you they now, where they want and they talk to you, the reward. So that's why. Then na we own, I don't know. That's why. Lyle funding. Yeah. Because suppose you don't destroy that. And then they can talk to you again. I mean, I don't give this scenario now just now. I mean, the parent go say if sister it's try. It's try bang. But still they're expensive now. But they're going to left some people in trust, they not pay them back. It's try bang. Now you make that business day, not to be fine business. But you want to do this one now for help them. You do the vex. I must buy una I don't buy Okada. I don't buy Okada for person in the family. How far the Okada don't go? Some of you buy power so I will be the cut tick now. Yeah? Also. I will be the cut tick. Yes. I will. Say, let the power soccer no more. We go make money. They cut. At the end of the day, how that one the end? People let me young brother after sending him money countless times, he finally asked him, what he don't know the money? He said, he almost cost me. And tell me, say, like, keep me chicken change. What the word of that? If somebody gets 1 million a hand and you get 3 million loans for business, what do you expect? Usmani say he don't give up for waiting. He don't give up because no kind business, no the way he don't try with people and know the work. Memzo say who parents need for take a chill pill in pleading for the siblings them. And the mega big mindset. Yeah? Okay. But seriously though, we really get for Salon are the only country okay. You want to make change, you want to make people understand. Start with the immediate people around you. Mm-hmm. You know easy not to so. Well, and so you know easy back for big crowd. And so you know easy back on. We self need for find a way back way for we own sanity. Lamran about say give them building project and go destroy you. I don't work with person. Paddy, where you do the snap make a sing. Where you go buy material, snap make a sing. Bra, where you give me work, just trust me no more. Bra, not to show me the work. Not to show the work. I say, where you buy material, snap and make a see. If another day, I ever go back to the shop no more, I just snap and you dey threaten me for me work. Well, just believe me no, bra. Not to show the work. Not to show. How are they work? If you want to work with me, you get for wakaram. Eh? Triple petty business not go survive in a free market economy. Because the wholesaler them, then they sell the same price as the petty traders them. The price controlled only by the government. Okay. Salut Abdul Kagbo, they say Tripoli, you get it wrong now. They say because when you go to shopping mall, you go see 5 to 10 shops them, they always sell almost the same products them. Computers, phones, you name it. Also, if you go Matotoka, you go see series of cookery sellers them with different savers. One of the laws of entrepreneurship and enterprise, if I be competitive, I have to agree with you. If I be competitive, eh? Okay. Me an example. I start with 1,000 leons within some years. I got 2 shops. Now I did Europe after some months. You say as I left, all team finished. Then as Samuel Toronka. I see left all team done. My bank say, you family be just go na den store and go take picture. Thank you. He said that where you don't reach the material on site, it is snap and day. I'm like, paddy not getting me. Can you hook? Me? And CD. Alright. This is not just a wake-up call, yeah? Now to business. The 2022 country report on human rights practices na Salone is available now from the United States government. Wetin dem think about human rights practice? Now this with sweet beloved Sierra Leone in 2022. My dear, you remember after August 10th? Wetin be happen not so? You remember after that Tombo incident? Wetin be happen not so? We President Bill call the international communities them, where they talk about what's in the word? Why the word for escape me now? Terrorists. Yes. I'm not talking about YouTube not block this video okay, for put on YouTube. Where they talk about that. Also, when President Bill they go around, they talk about political freedom, they talk everything. But we get institutions them na salon where yes, then they listen to what they say, but they know exactly what's in the gun at the ground. Yeah? GSM Kamara, thank you for the stars. No, now the Augustine insurrection, the Tumbo incident in a terrorist. Anyway, the United States government don't look with their own eye about the 2022 country report of Sierra Leone, the human rights, and it is not looking good. I say it is not looking good. I think one day next week we can look inside and proper one. One day next week. We will take them a day by segment. Yes, a day by segment. We can look them. And this time about the human rights. Denial of fair public trial, the whole day by sub-segment, arbitrary arrest or detention. I don't know if you don't get opportunity for past year, I am. Okay, let me just go through denial of fair public trial. E. And political prisoners and detainees. Yeah? When say President Bill, always, gets no political prisoner. Then they only talk outside. Let me listen what the United States government say about that one day. This time for 2022, remember. It said on July 3rd, police arrest and detain Femi Claudius Cole, where they say that the leader of the 14 coalition of progressive political parties when a cop. Well, JJ Safa be the active na bitamatis cop. And also, Dennis Bright when I the chairman, okay, na bitrade, and the leader of the National Grand Coalition Party, and also na be member of COP, for allegedly contravening a police notice we ban a planned protest. The right hand there na section 2B. On July 6th, it say authorities been released Femi Claudius Cole and then this Bright without any charges. I tell you say this one they put her under the section where na political prisoners and detainees. It said the days them will lead before the violent protest on August 10th, authorities them may conduct raid throughout Freetown, McKinney, and other provincial towns. It said the authorities then claim to use video evidence for confirm the identities of suspects. However, several reports suggest some police targeted opposition and then put in at the APC party supporters as person of interest, irrespective if they be mixed by the August 10 or not. This is waiting and say now they read for you. Members of the APC reported their arrested members were detained and denied access to counsel. It says some were subsequently released while others remain in custody pending trial towards the end of the year. Okay. But I tell you, say, we go can look and proper. This still day around Augustine. And say internet freedom. Yeah? The government did not routinely restrict or disrupt access to the internet or censor online content, and there were no credible reports which show say government be dey monitor private online communication without appropriate legal authority. But you say, after the Augustine protest, however, the government twice shut down the internet today. They shut down the internet. Then just after the Augustine incident be dey go on, they shut down the internet and cell phone service nationwide. They shut down today. Now so then they say na ya. And they say telecommunication and media networks came back online 2 hours later after the first shutdown, just after the Vice President Julie Bidon announced a nationwide curfew. Authorities again cut the internet the evening when President Bill returned to Freetown from abroad. And they may restore the service back thereafter. On the 11th, the Nationwide Cybersecurity Coordinator Center declared, say them they put mechanism in place to monitor social media platform where citizens then be the access, and then be threatening prosecution on charges of cyber terrorism for the spreading of information where they say go destabilize the state. The law, it grants the government the power for make them designate certain computer system as critical infrastructure and outline the process for the search and seizure of electronic devices by law enforcement personnel or other authorized persons. Critics of that particular law they raise concern say the law could be used to target opponents of the government by characterizing online criticism as cyber crime. Bella Koma, thank you for the stars. This now waiting they get for say under the freedom of peaceful assembly. They say the law require prior coordination of demonstration with the SLP. They require waiting prior coordination with the Sierra Leone police. Civil society groups believe say the law only require groups for notify police of their intent to demonstrate. But the government stated say protest must be approved by the Inspector General of Police. Opposition leaders and civil society organizations complain to police routinely and they deny them permits for protests that will be critical of the president. They say on July 2nd, police may issue a public notice where they ban protests concerning rising fuel and other cost of living. July 3rd, police arrest COP leader Femi Claudius Cole on incitement, charges for allegedly organizing protests. After a video be there around social media where he urge women them for take to the street. Police will also arrest NGC chairman, the former chairman, then it's right. After an attempted where he be attempt for visit Femi Claudius School na jail, and then be arrest him. All this will be the happen. Will be fishing and then they watch out so. Now they report and then put on so. Yeah, you go say don't pass, but don't move on. Not true. The Then on the 4th of July, Sierra Leone police may arrest dozens of marketum and them will be they make attempt for protest. When the August 10 demonstration be turned violent, with the protesters then they burn police station and government buses, the government will declare a nationwide curfew from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. and the following day. A 7 p.m. to 6 a.m. curfew be maintained until the 13th day of August. The state of emergency be granted by the president broad powers for maintain peace and order, including mandating restriction on movement and assembly as needed. The state of emergency affected waiting service for Muslim, religious service for Muslim, restricted social gathering, and also spectators for sports. And then be lock nightclub and cinemas them. Gandoba, thank you for the stars. He said following the protest, President Biobi claim peaceful demonstration will still be authorized. You get the word they use, eh? Following the protest, President Bio claim peaceful demonstration will still be authorized. President Bio claim. But many officials within the government oppose political demonstration, seeing them as a vehicle for opposition-led political violence. Eh? Okay. What's that again? Let's go section 4. But like I tell you, I just give you a brief. I just summarize, just go through them. But we'll go for a day next week. If now one day safe, look inside and proper one. This one they look for corruption and lack of transparency in government. Corruption and lack of transparency in government. He said the law provide penalties for waiting for corruption by officials. Officials will corrupt. Well, penalty for deal with them. The government generally implemented the law effectively. He said there were numerous reports of government corruption. The Anti-Corruption Commission said they now recover 187 million leones, when I like $14,400. In a case against Udat, the mayor of Freetown, Mayor Ivana Kisser, for alleged inappropriate use of Freetown City funds, where a third party reimburse the government. A third party will all be no say that case the mayor say not doing pay. You don't know that pay. Some observers accuse the ACC, say then they target opposition politicians, such as Suda, the mayor Ivana Kisser, while they fail for investigate credible allegation of corruption against the ruling SLPP party, including those with a close to the president. This is what they put here. While they fail for investigate credible allegation. Okay. Essentially, May 2021, the ACCB announced an investigation into the country's permanent mission to the United Nations for alleged misappropriation of $4 million, where they be saying for renovate the Chancery building in New York. This evidence here. He said the ACCB charged 5 personnel, including the 2 former head of the Chancery, 2 financial attachés, and the contractor. Inside November 2021, the ACC invited the 2018 presidential candidate of the opposition party, Dr. Samura Kamara, for answer question them regarding this particular renovation, will be occur during in tenure as the Tenwe Inabi foreign minister from 2012 to 2017. It's according to report, Kamara they investigate him, they arrest him, then they release him on bail. The trial continued at the High Court as towards the end of last year. He said inside November 2021, President Baby announced the convening of a tribunal for investigate the widely respected Auditor General Lara Tilopias and the Deputy Tamba Momo, officially triggering the suspension due to 18 allegation of misconduct. On March 17, the tribunal commenced. Several civil society organizations condemned the suspension and state said the move then do for forestall the impending release of the Auditor General in report where alleged accused the administration of corruption and the president earning wealth of fraudulent spending during the international trip. According to Transparency International, the survey inside 2021, 52% of the public service users reported having to pay a bribe. Police frequently they take bribe at checkpoints. They falsely charge motorists with violation. Then they impound vehicle them for extort money na people hand, and then they accept bribe from suspects for drop charges them or to arrest their rival and charge them with crime. They said that Moyamba, they see police, the state say police in exchange for kickbacks, they arrest person for civil dispute, such as breach of contract or failure to satisfy a debt. Wait again, I go rub bottom before I go take other one. Salon Police give a press release. I can read them for you. Well, I don't know if we for tell the way I say this new Auditor General report, he exempt the president in office, the vice president in office, and the first lady in office. Yes, exempted. No go area. They no audit them. A free pass. President Bill, they always tell you about transparency. Now make me I say talku and me I know they listen again talk. Eh? And they listen talk now action. Yeah? President Bill say, oh, transparency. But the office of the president, the office of the vice president, the office of the first lady, no. They don't forgive accounts. Now make parliament get the right for say, they self know they go yonder. Let President Bill just sign their own for them. You know say, Papa, boy, they eat free, we don't give you free. Why you can't put your for we own? You self sign for we. Nobody will no one forgive account. Nobody no one give account. Parliament no one give account. Parliament say because we do. Eh? Now then they agree for disburse them money then they. So why made them forgive account? Now the executive background show we say they no one give account. Nobody no forgive account again. Now just the petekmemude. Yes, the mina and the mina then and them forgive account. The kuta them. No, kuta no forgive account. Eh? They not forgive account, don't also? Come on. We get for do it too they preach. For do it too they preach. Systematic racial or ethnic violence and discrimination. We get lost in the country for protect against race or ethnic minorities from violence or discrimination. Authorities can enforce the law. Strong ethnic loyalties, biases, and stereotypes existed among all ethnic groups na the country. This na wetin they tell we, yeah? Ethnic loyalty was an important factor in government, armed forces, and businesses. Ethnic loyalty was is still there. It's gonna be an important factor in the government, armed forces, and business. Complaint down the reach of ethnic discrimination inside government appointments and contract assignments a common. That's what they say. They say ethnic discrimination inside government appointments and contract with government they give. They say common. Residents of non-African descent, they face some institutionalized discrimination, particularly in the areas. Now, that's how you talk about some citizenship and nationality. Eh? Also, they say the government makes some efforts. The government makes some efforts for address discrimination, such as equal access to education, medical care, employment, and credit. Some non-Mende population allege discrimination from government employment. Me, self, adeyeri pada pin code business. Pin code adeyeri. Yeri? Some non-Mende population allege, say discrimination dey from government employment as the ruling SLPP party was Bakong Mende. The government made limited efforts for address discrimination and bias against albinos and members of the Rastafarian religious sect. And we come from Najis now. So now not outstanding. Limited efforts for Rastafarian. And for the Yamba. We Yamba it criminalized our country. Eh? Not outstanding safe there. The Customary Land Rights Act 2022. It be the eliminate discrimination clauses that will be there for restrict ethnic Creoles to land ownership in the western area only. If you not be know, inside the Customary Land Act of 2022, well, this report from UnitedStates.gov they tell we say Creole una able get land now upline. If you not be know that one day. Yeah? If you not create one land upline, well, I think you get for the work of this paper. Eh? Okay. Beaucoup de nene. All right. Societal, okay, nah, see who side is. Beaucoup. Maybe sometime we all go choose who side. Who's that we go need for? Okay, let's count to wage. Acceptable conditions of work. Yes, Bangura, you say waiting a PIN code? PIN code, now for say you are verified. A verification. When you get PIN code, government they pay you. You work for government officially. You get the sectors that we need PIN code like nurses, teachers. Because waiting being camp PIN code, I be say ghost workers then they. So man know they work, they don't die, but people they know they collect the money. And then say well let them count the PIN code system. But this PIN code system now, it don't turn other thing. Eh? It don't turn other thing. Okay. The Ministry of Labor, wait, who that is? Yes. And Social Security, now they're responsible for enforce labor law, including wage, hour, and is that OSHA? Now OSHA we getting regulations. OSHA na salon no. But the number of labor inspector not enough for enforced compliance. The government did not effectively enforce standards in all sectors. The government did not effectively enforce standards in all sectors, particularly in the informal sector. And the penalties for non-compliance were not, they measure them with the kind of a crime. Penalties them, they rarely applied against violators. This is against the wage and hour. This is the informal sector. They say about approximately 90% of the laborers them where they work in the informal sector, predominantly in subsistence or small scale agriculture. They say the national minimum wage now 500,000 leos. Okay, now they tell them prepare this, and that then will be $38, but because now 600,000. It apply to all workers them, including the informal sector and part-time workers them. The law require for me them pay them leave and overtime wage. There is no prohibition on excess compulsory overtime. Prohibition not day by force. Say the military, the soldiers there, now 6 days per week then they work. You know that? I begin for land that too. 6 days per week, 12 hours. And then they work for 12 hours, 6 days per week. The police them, a lot of them get a lot of backlog rest where they not give them. But they try for solve that one day now. They try for solve it now. I hope see the IG fire cell they try for solve them. They say they go give them money for the rest with them. We don't skip. We don't skip rest so they don't be they give them. I say 12 hours, 6 days a week. Now one game day then get off. Okay. But we still lead that side. Hope say the backlog then go pay, and then IG fire cell say you want come to par, they give again because let's see them be they give like two back, then give early, then give late by the month for try to offset the backlog. But now so then working hours day. 6 days a week, 12 hours a day. We right and then the Fed safely will get for 4 days, I have Fed for we right now. I be say the working week now 4 days. Now they go. Then say the minimum wage of $38 will not be 500,000. 600,000 now almost. You know, each $30 safe again. You can have 600,000 now. The minimum wage, you know, it's $30. The law requires paid leave and overtime wages, but again, compulsory overtime, there is no restriction. Workers may be dismissed with limited notice. Informal workers are not covered by workers' compensation for workplace injuries, and there were no government social protection available for informal sectors. Right now, no say the reaper. Look at this. For come strong for her. Also, the reaper look am. Okay. Let's see. Salon police no gladi. It's already had read so. Salon police get this for say. They're not happy today, they're not happy tomorrow. The attention of Salon police don't catch an Amnesty International report where entitled say 7 months after the August 10 protest, we turn violent. Now some location them, no justice yet for the one them we injured or them families them we then kill. The Sierra police look this report as biased, distorted, and partial. Amnesty International pull a report where they say 7 months after the August protest, we be turned violent. That's some locations them. The people them, the families them of them people and they we die. 30 days they not get justice. Okay. So Salon police say they don't see this. And waiting they say mass for say one Amnesty International them bias. Yes. 2, the thing not clear. It not clear. Waiting how them for make and bang they no do and so. Then 3, then partial. Impartial and take sides now. Salon police concern not only about the veracity of the allegation, where they inside the report, but also the manner where Amnesty International take the police inside this thing report. Therefore, the Sierra police go look for state the following. Usmani Kamara say, he said they go solve the rest backlog now because of election. Right. Salon police wishes to state the following. 1. The use of force by Sierra Leone police for contain the violent insurrection wey happen inside Salone August 2022 was proportional. Salone police say, how they count on today? The same strength wey they use scout on today, the same energy wey they use scout on to them, and the same thing self they self use carry and go meet them. Was proportional, was reasonable, and was necessary. How they count today? Now so they self can go to them. Reasonable one back and he meet up just how they come. Now so they self meet them. Given the facts and the circumstance for accomplish a legitimate law enforcement purpose. And did it for secure everybody in life and property. So legitimate law enforcement purpose. That's one. Two, then be set up a special investigation committee when a president be safe. Now be safe for do that one day on August 24th. What's in the need for do? He said that special investigation committee day for examine, among other things, them the consequences of the insurrection and the response we then be get from the security forces. Therefore, any official police investigation into the killing of them protesters them and the bystanders them may have prejudiced the outcome of the special investigation committee. There, a special investigation committee was set up, established by who? The president. And inside it, let me say, for see how the police then work. So the police they say, if they say now they want to do police investigation into the killings of the protesters and the bystanders them, that one they go embark the work of the special investigation committee. 3. While then they continue for feel sorry for the loss of lives generally, Amnesty International failed for reports on the savage manner in which police officers they wanna be all gone, how they run after them and then be brutally kill them. Or then be kill them civilians to an extent, even when person don't die, then be they beat the die body. This one way Amnesty not put inside the report, then things say it undermine the impartiality of the report. Further, sense not the insensitivity, sense not to the plight of the families. Because Amnesty not even address the families of the slain officers them. What's in be the headline? 7 months after August protests which turned violent in some location, no justice for those injured or families of those killed. So they want to say the police them we don't get justice because they say fall inside the wire or then we don't get. I think I only get $1 million. Then we give each family of the police. The one that will be lost in life by the August thing. Then things say because they not put but the police them, then Amnesty not do a good job by the report. The Criminal Investigation Department, this is now 4. The Criminal Investigation Department provided all detainees who were arrested following the August insurrection, access to their lawyers in compliance with due process. Sierra Leone police want for reassure me and you, the public, and all international partners, for say in primary responsibility and for enforce the law, investigate crime, and that one day then they discharge them in compliance with international and national human rights standard. Salon police. Right now, they have the game day. Not to wait to na talk. I wait to na do. Until you see how the human rights report from the US look una leke. So, for Tokam, na one. For Duam, na another one. And so they write now. But the 2022 report from the US State Gov, it not look good for we. We all remember, even the Human Rights Commission, after LJ arrest, now I will deal with him. Human Rights Commission self Benghazi, then deny the access. The Human Rights Commission, no. Now someone declared, they don't certify the Human Rights Commission. They don't certify them. Well, something I made them be denied the access because they were not certified. Eh? Nothing say what you talk no more any they watch you. Action. Action. Eh? Action. Okay.